Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're covering Michael Trigg, tight end out of Baylor. This dude is an athletic freak. Michael Trigg, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Mike Trigg, Baylor University, man. Let's get to it.
All right, so we're going to start out with a curl route. So on this curl, you're working against off-man coverage. What I want to know, how do you run this versus man versus zone? So you're just going to release here and then settle down. That seems like pretty easy yardage. But how are you running that if it's not press man or if it is press man compared to zone compared to off man?
Well, as you can see in off man, he getting out his back pedal a little fast. So that's a fast indicator to shut it down, close space and try to make him back up and then come back to the ball.
Could you have run this further if he was in like a press technique? Would you have released further upfield, maybe tried to sell the fade?
I mean, yeah, but if you look at the sticks, I'm right at the sticks, so like right about like 10, 12. But like if it was maybe first down, I could have took it a little deeper to something like that.
Okay, so how would it change on zone?
Uh, I mean, on zone, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be head up like that. He'd probably have an area that he have to get to. And then I'm pretty sure the corner wouldn't be playing like that, or unless it's cover two or something like that.
Yeah, so if it's cover two and you have a flat here and you have a hook zone here and
Yeah.
you're running that zone, let's say that hook drops to you, how are you gonna shift? Are you gonna rotate a little bit? Are you gonna try and just widen into wherever's away from people?
Well, see, in that route, I have the option to keep it going or shut it down. So, like, if I feel that linebacker coming in my zone where I'm shutting it down, I can keep it going, and then it's an easy back shoulder throw for Sawyer.
Did you run a lot of option routes?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how our offense was. It was like kind of like a feeling like kind of fine grass type of
I
offense.
love that. I love
Yeah,
that. That means you got to be high IQ to run that. All
not for
right, so now
sure.
we're working into the next play, and
Yeah.
this is a crosser versus zone. So I'm just going over mainly route running stuff to start. I don't understand too much about it myself since I
Yeah.
played line, but here I notice like you work underneath the zone defender here,
Yes,
and then
under over.
that's called under over.
Under one backer over the next one. Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen you run that a number of times. Or do you have like an option to settle down like about here in between zones? Do you have an
Uh,
option to like I notice you flatten it here when
yeah.
this deep outside third takes you? Like how do you run that and based off of what the defense does?
I wouldn't say you got the option to shut it down, but like if you can see when I got inside of the first backer, I kind of like went straight and tried to stay on that hash to leave that like separation between the two backers if Sawyer wanted to drill it in right there.
Yeah, so if you're
But
going like this and the angle works better when it's like
yeah,
that.
it could be like
I got
that.
I
But
gotcha.
then you
That
see the
makes
safety
sense.
rolling over top, so it made me come back flat.
Damn, that's good route running. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so now we go to what I would call is like a snap and shoot.
Yeah.
So where like as soon as you release on this route after we see some motion real quick, but
Yeah.
like this guy bails out. He immediately bails out. This DB rotates back, and I notice you get your head right into the inside.
Yeah.
Are you coached to do that when you see the bail kind of happen where everybody rotates out and you're kind of left open underneath?
Oh yeah, so initially I thought that dude was gonna blitz, so I was pointing at him, talking to Sawyer, letting him know that he was coming. But once I seen him vacate the middle of the area, I was like, "Oh, that's me." Or I honestly thought the dude running the flat coming to me. I know it's either one of our balls because like the middle is wide open, everybody's vacating that area.
Is that coaching or more of a sense thing?
Uh, I mean, our coaches do put us on point with that, but like that, like when you're out there in the field, you can't really hear him. So like you
That's
gotta be
fair.
on point.
And then you tank that hit. I love that after the catch.
Yeah, we
All
try to
right, so
put it
now we
right.
got the seam versus man coverage, and I want you to walk me through right now as you release. Where are you
Yeah.
looking? Where are the eyes looking right now?
I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him. I'm looking in his eyes. I mean, he has me head up right now. Yeah, he's not really. Yeah, he's not really giving too much ground. So I'm gonna try to get on his toes as quick as possible. Give him a 1-2, either inside or outside. I think this time I chose inside. Yeah, I did choose inside right here.
So when you sell this outside break, you take this plant.
Yeah.
What kind of degree angle? I don't know if that's coached because, like in lineman technique, you're always talking like, "Hey, 6 inch step. Hey, you
Yeah.
take this at a 45-degree angle." Is it like that for receivers?
Uh, I mean, kind of in a sort, but like me, I'm not really looking at the angles. I'm trying to get as close as possible to him Cause like I know when I get close to him, he's gonna want to shoot hands. And like if you
Yeah.
look, as soon as I make that cut on my right leg, as soon as he put his hand up, I have a hand swiping his hand. So like that's kind of what I was taught. That's kind of what my coach taught me. Don't
I
let him get the
got you.
hands on.
And against a DB, I'm sure you're confident in just fighting through contact because you're so much bigger.
Yeah, for sure. I love contact, as a matter of fact.
And then that high point, oh my God. I mean, like when you see that ball, because I never played receiver and I just wanted to get the feeling of like when you're running that route, you turn around, you see the quarterback starting to release it towards you. What
Yeah.
goes on? Like you get the dopamine flowing, like you just get excited when that happens.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. I mean, if you ask my quarterback, those are the plays I visualize just walking through the hallways, taking a shower. Like I always live for that moment. The 50-50 balls, I feel like that's what makes people different, catching those like that.
And then afterwards, I can tell
You know,
you're
you
hyped for
gotta
that
tweak out
one.
a little bit sometimes, you know.
All right, so now we see the slant.
Yeah.
And what I want to know, does this change based off of who you're running it against? Because here, for whatever reason, Auburn decided to put a linebacker against you. That's a real smart decision.
Yeah,
But
that was very
it,
rare.
like here, I notice you don't take as much of like a wide angle with that right foot,
Yeah.
and you more so accelerate into that slant. Like it's a quicker break rather than like you're trying to sell the out. Does that change based off of if it was a DB compared to a linebacker?
Uh, I mean, yeah, you can say that, but like right here, I just feel like he was playing me a little bit inside. So like off the line, I was just gonna try my hardest, take 2, 3 steps outside just to get him to shift a little bit. Like you see how he jumped outside, and
Yeah,
then the middle
yeah.
is wide open. That linebacker got the running back, and then the safety he too far back to just trigger on that like that. So family, I knew that.
So when you're releasing on this slant and you see the inside shade leverage,
Yeah,
is it more likely that they bite on like an outside break, like you sell the outside? Is it more likely for them to bite when they're inside compared to outside?
I mean, I feel like from a linebacker standpoint, you rather want to get beat forced to the sideline instead of inside with all that grass, you know. So like I just wanted to threaten his depth for real.
So now we go and do a spectacular catch. I'm sure you remember this one.
Yeah,
And okay, one little coaching nuance for the NFL. I would be a little bit worried about you turning upfield here before the ball snap. That gets called a lot in the
yeah,
NFL. And so that's just one little like tiny detail that I think I can comment on. But then outside of that, I mean, Jesus, look at this. Look
yeah.
at that
That's
one-handed ball. So
yeah,
I wanted to understand a schematic thing at the college level. So like here they put you in motion before the snap. Is that built into the play call?
yeah. Like that's a yeah. That's so we know like what defense they're in. Like you see how he's motioning me, look like a little yeah. He's following me. It could be a man look.
All right, and then let's just look at the angle here. Oh my God, look at that catch, man. You
Yeah,
get the 1 foot in. That's awesome. All
yeah,
right, so then the real reason I showed that, even though that was an awesome catch, I
yeah,
want to understand, was that an option route right there? Because on the same game, I noticed you come in that exact same motion, very
yeah,
similar set, and this time you just settle down. Like you don't run upfield like you did last time. So
yeah.
is that an option route?
No, it was 2 plays that we had in. One of them was a trick play. I think we ran that game. It was like I was on the other side. I was on the same side, but like I was kind of hiding behind the tackle, and I just went out and caught like a little a spray hitch. And then we kind of thought they were gonna sit on that. So the second time we ran it, I just kept going, took it deep. But this time right here, it was I think it was fourth quarter. We are like it's after we score on the way, like trying to get in field goal range. So it was just a little quick out, quick hitch or
So it's
something like
kind of
that.
just like a play schemed up that uses the same motion, same kind of looks, just to get a slightly different result.
Yeah, just to kind
I
of
got
throw him
you.
off a little bit.
All right, so now we're looking at some spectacular plays, and this one you run that little hitch. So
Yeah,
you just run the hitch, and the linebacker settles right to you. I'm assuming this was fully improvised, right?
yes.
Like you did. This was not part of your route. So
Oh no
then,
no 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 no! I can't take all the credit for that. Like when we have well. When I run anything over the middle like a hitch or something like that, if somebody covers me, it's my job to like, find grass or get over the top or something like that, just to give Sawyer another option.
okay, so that's pretty much coached in then, right?
Yeah. In a
I
way.
like that.
In a way.
I like that. And then you take it to the house, man. You match up nightmare. That's my thought process. So
Yeah,
then now we see a little goal line fade. I don't understand really anything about goal line fades. I've
yeah.
obviously never ran one. Is there any sort of technique involved in goal line fades that you don't do in the other parts of the field?
Uh, I wouldn't say that you don't do in the other parts of the field, but like I feel like in the red zone, like it's money time. Like I feel like these opportunities don't come as much because you're not in the red zone as much. You're in the field a lot. You might run the ball down there. You might get to the one. You feel me? They don't get that opportunity to get the one-on-one goal line fade. So I feel like every opportunity down here they gotta count.
So what are you thinking right now? Like what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get hands on, maybe get a slight push off action without getting called? What is like right here? What are you kind of thinking technique, kind of athletically? How are you playing this?
So this play right here, we ran this play twice, 2 times in a row. And the first time I ran it, like I got around dude super easy, but like I think we handed it off and I was like, yeah, we gonna run this again. So like my second time running it, I just wanted to get on toes as fast as possible and knock his hands down like I did on the other one, really. Cause like as you can see, like he's trying to get his hands on, but like I'm catching his hands, so he can't really grab me for real.
Yeah, right there. You hit that little swipe. That
Feel
was
me?
gorgeous. Do
Like,
you change the goal line fade technique based off of linebacker versus DB?
Uh, I wouldn't say linebacker versus DB, but like I definitely have a different variation of how I run a fade route.
Explain that to me.
I mean, I think against I want to say against Houston 2024, I had a fade route and like I think we were even the whole time. I didn't get around them or anything. It was just like whoever gonna catch the ball gonna catch it, and then you know who caught it.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just pure athleticism out there. That's I think where you are just purely dominant. So
yeah.
then this is our last just spectacular catch.
But
And I just am wondering, is there anything you do to practice for this? Because like this is uncoachable. This is just pure raw Michael Trigg going out there and being a dog, getting a
yeah.
head tap. Is there anything that you do to practice it?
Uh, Well, I haven't recently, but like growing up, I used to my trainer back at home, Marshall McDuffie, used to practice with like a bag. He would have a bag. It would be a bag in front of me, like a little blocking shield, and he would have bags like hitting me as the ball is coming, just to practice on staying focused on the ball and having somebody in your face. And I
That's
guess
awesome.
that kind of stayed with me my whole life.
That definitely trained you. That definitely trained you. So
Not for
now
sure.
I wanted to talk about some scheme stuff. So this play is just a quick screen out left, and you're lead blocking here.
Yeah.
I was wondering why both guys targeted the flat guy. Is that just the way the play is designed? Is that kind of miscommunication? Because we'll see the next play or a play later in that drive that's very similar. But I was wondering why two guys went for one out wide.
Well, Auburn did some smart right there because we ran that play before, but like another time we ran it, they put the DN out there. So like I usually go to that second man and the wide receiver has the first man on the ball, but the DN was right there, so it wouldn't make no sense for the wide
I got
receiver to
you.
block the DN. So I was just trying to make it clean for him.
Okay, so then you see this next one,
Yeah,
and
you can
you
see how
sprint.
he's kind of lined up outside, like he ready to bully the outside receiver.
Yeah. So
But
why do you go out there? Because to me, like
yeah, I should have went up.
when I look at this pre-snap, like it seems like it would be very easy for this wide receiver just seal to the outside,
Yeah,
and then you either climb up here and seal to the outside, or climb up here and seal to the inside, and then he just takes it. I
yeah.
feel like that would be kind of like the intuitive, hey, this is how we're gonna play this. But then you sprint out to the guy on the outside. Why did you do that there?
Yeah, I mean, I think I knew the down and distance. I kind of agree with you on that one though. Honestly, I feel like I should have peeked and then got to the second level defender. But I mean, I think it was like 3rd and 2. I'm just trying to make sure he don't mess him up too bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he did get the first so successful play. I was just curious on
Yeah,
that one.
not for sure.
All right. So then we get a great ball from Sawyer Robertson here. I got to ask, you like Sawyer Robertson's balls?
Pause, but I do love Sawyer, man. Everything
Okay.
about him, man.
So then this one, I mean, this is one heck of a ball. This is a solid route and everything. But the real reason I wanted to show this, what's with the ball security here, dude? Come on, man. You
But
got
look
the
though, look. As soon as I caught it, I had like an intuition. Like I thought the dude over top was finna swipe or like try to come crash me hard. So like I moved the ball as fast as I could because I feel like I have a lot of control right here instead of like it being right here and then I tuck it and then like he can punch at it, something like that. So I just wanted to move it as far away from him. Because
that makes
I
sense.
did feel him coming though.
And you have those you got some big ass hands. I can tell based off of how you handle that ball. And you almost broke this right here. That would have been an awesome play.
Yeah, I was
But
trying to
then
get up out of there.
oh, I could tell. You when you got up, you looked pissed.
Yeah,
And then on this play, it's just a general question about the offense.
yeah,
Like I notice here, you get I guess what I would call a premier look for the play you ultimately run.
yeah,
But I noticed Sawyer Robertson, he audibles this.
yeah.
How much freedom did he have at the line of scrimmage?
Full freedom.
Really,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
whatever he wanted.
So, like here, I'm assuming you have a code name for whatever play he audible. Did he just say that code name? And even though the defense might have heard it, it was like, hey, we're not going to audible this again this game, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I think we probably called that a couple times, honestly. I mean, it don't really matter if they know, because they don't know. They probably know the sound, they know the name of it, they hear it one or two times, but they still don't know what play we're running. We could be running the other side. Like, if you look at the play, I mean, we're running speed option to the right, but Bryson is lined up on the left. Like, it's not too many teams who do that, honestly.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was a very unique formation for a speed option.
Yeah.
So literally Sawyer could think of any play in the offense out of I guess that personnel group. Is that what it would be?
I mean, going into the game, we have like I feel like he has a couple checks that he knows that he's gonna check to, but like I said, he has free range to check to anything. Like if he didn't like if that like if they were like if he felt the box was loaded and he wanted to put Bryson on the end to the right and throw Josh Cameron on a one-on-one, he could have did that and like nobody would have had a problem with it because you feel me, that would have been the right decision.
That's awesome. I love that in college. I feel like that's not often in college. Have you heard of that anywhere else where they
Uh,
allow that much freedom for a quarterback?
well, I played at Ole Miss with Lane Kiffin, and he's an offensive mastermind, so it's kind of similar. Yeah, it's not my first time being in something like that.
Okay, that makes sense. I just haven't experienced much of that, so I was curious to hear. And then let's finish this off with some blocking.
But
I wanted to ask. So on this play, they motion you out right, and it's just a screen.
yeah,
You get matched up on a DB here. Are you more confident against DBs or linebackers for blocking? Because like playing high school for me, I would always miss the blocks on the DBs
yeah.
because I couldn't move laterally because I'm a big boy and they're just faster. But like linebackers, I could always climb up to. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, honestly, I'm comfortable with blocking both of them. I mean, I feel like I'm fast enough for a DB to move if he try to make a move on me, and then a linebacker, I feel like we're the same size, so it's just who got more dog at the end of the day.
And then you just finish that rep off and then talk some shit too.
Yeah, that had me turned up a
Um,
little bit.
so then here you're going to insert, I think, into the B gap.
Yeah,
And I saw you do this a ton. Are you going to be liking that in the NFL
for
against
sure,
even those big guys?
for sure. Trying to make my presence felt, man.
And then here, I liked how you sealed him because the run's obviously hitting to the right of you,
Yeah.
and you sealed to the left. Did you ever do offensive line training like with the O line? Did you do the drills with them?
Yeah, all the time. I think our Indy was with them most of the time. Like we never, unless we were doing one-on-ones or something, or 7-on-7, but we were most likely with the O line, just working on our blocks, our making sure our gaps are clean and stuff like that.
And you didn't do much pass blocking, did you?
Uh, not a lot, but I think it was a couple times. Sawyer checked something and I was stuck in there.
Makes sense. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I like that block. What are you doing to prepare for the mass difference and the speed difference at the NFL level with your blocking? Are you putting on size? Are you trying to work on hand technique? What are you trying to work on?
Uh, really just trying to get bigger, stronger, faster, like faster in the way I think. Because like I feel like that's the big difference between the college and the league. It's a big mind game. So if I feel like if I know that linebacker is coming in this gap, instead of me just guessing where he's gonna go, I feel like I have more confidence filling the gap instead of just tiptoeing over there trying to decide if he's going to go through this gap or that gap.
I love that. It's the mental side that's most important, especially in the NFL, in my
Nah, for
opinion.
sure.
So I'm going to end with two final questions.
That,
What is your most confident aspect of playing tight end?
what you mean by that? Like, what you mean by playing tight end?
Like what part of the game, whether it be route running, whether it be contested catches, whether it be blocking, what part of the role of being a tight end are you most confident in?
Well, in my game, I think 50-50 catches. I feel like that's something I take pride in. I like because I know you don't get a lot of chances like that. So whenever the opportunity arises, I try to do it.
And it's always good to bail a quarterback out,
You feel
especially on
me?
like a second and long, third and long. That's
Nah, for
huge.
sure.
And then final question, what are you working on most this offseason?
Uh, Getting more flexible. And like I said, really just watching more film, understanding defenses more, understanding defensive fronts and stuff like that. Being able to know what the defense is doing before they do it.
Makes sense. That makes sense. I love that.
Okay.
So I just wanted to end real quick. I think you would be a perfect fit for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that would be incredible. If Kelsey's there, you can learn under Kelsey for a year. And then, I mean, just that receiving threat, you don't need to
Yeah.
block quite as much in the Chiefs offense. I think that would be perfect. So I'm putting that out there. If any Chiefs coaches see this, you better draft Michael Trigg. But I wanted to appreciate and thank you for coming on. It was great talking to you. And I'm wishing you all the best. I think you're an absolute stud, dude. I mean, I'd be taking you second round
Yeah.
at the latest, probably. But I'm wishing you all the best. I think you're going to be a dog in the league. So I appreciate you for doing this, for taking some time. And all the viewers, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you comment. I'll be reading the comments. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate the support. Thank you, guys.